Hi.
We're your weather girl.
Hi.
Hi. And have we got news for you?
We do.
Get ready. Anyway, we because I will do the whole weather girl
Oh,
song.
I already know.
You've seen me do it multiple times.
Multiple times.
But we can't. We're here
We're here.
to talk about this movie.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be here long because unlike the Michael Jackson movie, we're not gonna hold you to talk about nothing.
Oh.
We're not. It's not gonna be a full like play by play. You know what Michael Jackson's life looked like. Like,
Yeah.
there's no point.
I was there for a good chunk.
I was talking to the audience, but yes,
My bad.
you weren't there for that much of it, but
I mean, his
he
last
died
20?
when you were like 16.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, he died in 2009.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I was like 16.
Now I gotta turn you up again because you low, but like,
Uh,
don't start hollering.
I'm not.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because I will start crying
Oh, don't do that.
instantly.
I don't like when you cry.
Actually, shit, I don't know if you loud or not because I turned you out of my ear.
Oh.
Say something.
Hello.
Okay, so I might have just blew you out the water with the people.
Oh.
But no, I think you're good.
Okay.
Because you talk quiet until you start hooting and hollering, and then...
Well, yes, you must hoot and holler.
No.
At the same time. Yes.
No.
You must.
No.
That's how it goes.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I turned you back on in my ear so I can keep track, but...
Okay.
Don't get to yelling.
I will not get to yelling.
Thank you.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
so... How did you feel about the movie?
The ending was abrupt. I know I mentioned that like a couple times. Overall, it was... Overall, I think it was well done.
Thy good and faithful servant.
It was well done, but it was... I think it was short.
It was 2 hours long.
Yeah, but I think it was
abrupt for sure, like you said.
Like I was like, okay, like what's next? And then at the end it was like his story continues. And I'm like,
so what does that mean?
Right, like do we get a part 2?
Like,
is there a mini series?
Please imagine.
I can't.
We did this already.
Yeah.
With the American Dream.
Correct. I've never seen that actually.
Hello?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Oh my god.
Like it would always be on like VH1 and I'd be like,
So do you hate blackness?
No, I love it actually. It's great.
Oh, it's starting to give.
Well, no.
Now I gotta... When we finish Orphan Black, I gotta play you American Dream, Respect, and the Billie Holiday movie.
Yeah, we have a list.
I have so much work to do.
You have a
and
lot of
Paris is Burning. Oh my god.
You have a lot of work to do, yeah. I'm so sorry.
Back to this. As for me, the best way I could put it is the acting was great.
Yeah.
The movie was bad. And you know, we were sitting side by side, and the moment the movie started, I told you it's bad already.
You did. And I was like, hey girl, it just came on.
I mean, like, not even 30 seconds in.
They just cut it off.
And I knew it was bad because they were playing some semblance of Michael Jackson singing Wanna Be Starting Something. I don't think that was Michael.
I think it was Jafar, no?
It had to be. But my problem with is because it sounded real enough for a movie.
Yeah.
But the background music.
Yeah.
The musicians, I don't know what they was doing.
Maybe they had to do that because his estate wouldn't really, I don't know.
But that doesn't make sense to me either because if the estate allowed the song to be sung at all,
yeah,
at least get the instrumentals right because that sounded a fool.
It was, in the beginning, yeah, I did. It didn't sound great.
It was supposed to be a live rendition of Michael singing. It very well may have actually been Michael because the vocals sounded, Jackson.
So it was definitely Jackson that sang it.
Yeah, for sure. So it was either Michael or Jafar. Unclear who. And actually for me it was unclear throughout the whole movie
Right.
who was singing. But the music in
Mm-hmm.
that first 30 seconds of them doing Wanna Be Starting Something,
Yeah.
terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. And people didn't grow up like me. Most people did not grow up like me. I grew up inside of a drum. Like
Yeah, you
I
did.
was instead of born, I was blown out of a saxophone. So like
Yeah.
I music is so in me that there's not a moment that I would have heard a song like the original Michael Jackson song and been like, huh,
Right.
that's really the instrumentals from that time, or they played it the way it was played. No.
Mm-mm.
For the majority of the movie they did play everything as it was played.
Right.
But that moment, yuck. I was disgusted. I was like, oh, this is terrible.
Please.
This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, you did say that.
I did.
You did.
And I meant it.
You did.
Why would you start the movie off like that? And what was the point? Why would you open the movie with Michael Jackson singing live in what sounded like past the point that the movie stopped?
Right.
None of it makes because the way it opened led me to believe we were going to go throughout his life
Right.
because it opened with him singing as a grown person
Correct.
and as a it sounded like either Michael Jackson in the 90s 2000s
Mm-hmm.
or Jafar,
Mm-hmm.
but then we start the movie as with him as a kid.
Right.
That communicates to me that we're going to go through his whole life.
Correct. That's what I thought.
We did not.
We did not.
We didn't.
We stopped at like
25.
20. Yeah, 25.
Like
Yeah.
it was very Aretha because respect. We didn't see Aretha Franklin get fat at all.
Which, why not?
She spent half of her life fat. No
Right.
shade, love her down, but
Love her down.
we saw like
That was like I watched the other one that what's her name? Cynthia Erivo did.
I
Yeah.
don't
And that's fair.
I don't participate in Cynthia Erivo.
And that's truly fair.
That's my line.
But they also didn't like they stopped at like the 80s for that. And I think they did put like a small fat suit on her cuz she got a little bit chunkier. But like it just wasn't
Enough.
it wasn't enough.
Enough. Like I
yeah.
wanted to stop.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're going to tell an artist's story,
Mm-hmm.
tell the damn story. Why are we pretending
Right.
like Michael Jackson and Aretha Franklin didn't make it to the 90s?
Right.
They did.
Absolutely.
We saw them.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch the Whitney Houston movie.
No, thank you.
I'm assuming it did the same thing.
Which Whitney Houston movie?
Because
there's like 3.
Well, the non-documentary, most recent.
The non-Gabrielle Dennis one.
So that was the New Edition story. First
Oh,
of all,
that's right. My bad, girl. No, Bobby Brown story. My bad.
Okay, so Demetria McKinney did play her.
Oh.
And Gabrielle
That's
Dennis
something.
and Yaya DaCosta.
That is also something.
When I'm speaking of
like,
a Whitney Houston
girl.
movie, I don't think I'll ever be speaking of Demetria McKinney, Gabrielle Dennis, or Yaya DaCosta.
And that's fair.
Because what were y'all doing?
I mean, a check is a check.
TV1, BET, and Lifetime, you shall atone for what you did.
They won't.
You must atone.
They won't.
I'm blaming not only Pat Houston, but Evelyn Braxton.
Well,
I'm blaming Evelyn Braxton for that.
Why?
I don't know.
She didn't do anything this time.
She is the Katherine Jackson of her generation.
Please.
And since we here, do you want to try to run through the actual story, even though everybody knows it, or do you want to just talk about how much I don't like Katherine?
Let's go through the story.
Okay, well, take it away, Diva.
Okay. So yeah, like you said, we start when he's a child, and it was sad. Like he's looking out the window at other children like playing.
Oh, I cried.
Because hello, you really did not get a chance to be a child.
like at all. He
at
didn't get a
all.
chance to be a human being. He was
At
never a
all.
person.
Never a person. Just an entity.
Like, that's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
And the little boy that played him,
Perfect.
wonderful job.
Perfect. Yes.
Like, good job, young man.
Honestly.
If I saw him, I would tousle his wig like Aretha did Whitney. Because good work.
But yeah, and then Joseph was like, "Hey boy, like get in line, like we finna practice." Not like that, but like in a very Joseph way. Played by Coleman Domingo, which Coleman, what
Coleman looked just like Joe Jackson. I was
the
like, oh my god,
eyebrows,
egads.
the eyebrows. I was like, oh, they got the eyebrows right.
It was the eyebrows and the color contacts that just took me
Just
through it.
they were like, no, we're paying attention to detail. We know.
Javar said, my granddaddy look like this. You got to do his eyebrow up this way.
Please, it's
swoop,
true.
swoop,
Swoop. But yeah, so the sons, well, the brothers, the five, are like practicing.
And only 5, mind you.
Mount.
There are 9.5 children. Rest in peace to Brandon.
0.5.
Well, Brandon passed away at birth. Oh. But we only saw 6 kids.
Yeah, literally, the Jackson 5 and Latoya.
But not even the new Jackson 5 when Randy joined the group.
Oh, Randy wasn't in it?
Yes, when Jermaine left.
Huh. I had no idea.
And they kind of showed the Jackson 5, but they never made mention of Randy. They were like, Joe was like, well, Jermaine made his choice when he stayed in Motown when we left. That was the time that Randy ended up joining the Jackson 5.
See, I had no clue.
Because they didn't fucking... I shouldn't curse. They didn't tell nobody. In the movie, what was going on, nothing was told to us.
They didn't.
Michael Jackson got a whole nose job. Everybody knows they got a nose job because his daddy had problems with black people noses. We got one moment where he was like, get in line, big nose.
Yeah.
We didn't see the massive amounts of abuse that led up to the whole family. I said the whole family got a Groupon for the group rate for the nose job.
Yeah, we only saw Michael get his nose done like twice.
And then tell Latoya, it wasn't that bad. It was kind of tea. And Latoya like, well, I think I'll get mine done too. And now we see how Latoya's, how she's looking. God bless.
I just want to hand her a hamburger.
Baby, a hamburger will kill her instantly.
Yeah.
You got to hand her a grape.
Just one.
We got to start little.
Maybe like some soup.
We got to get a dropper with 2 scoops of broth.
Broth would do her good.
She needs some broth.
She does.
She needs either chicken broth or broth chicken. I'm unsure.
Either one will be fine.
Either one. But a hamburger she would absolutely die on sight.
That'd be too much for her.
It weighs more than she does.
I was going to say, she toppled over.
I ate a cheeseburger tonight that she wouldn't have survived.
No.
The second bite, gone.
Gone.
And it wasn't a big burger.
It wasn't.
But anyway, they just kept doing stuff but not explaining stuff.
Yeah.
And they were just relying on us to know, which we did, but...
Like, we knew. The average person knows, like, the highlights.
Right.
But not, like, when something changes, like, instantly. And you just be like, huh? When did that happen?
I mean, like I said, I'm a big fan of music and I follow people's stories like that. I'm a big fan of biopics and autobiographical, works, books, movies, all that. So for me, I knew everything that was happening, but I didn't appreciate that they didn't explain anything.
Right.
Nothing.
Literally.
It was just stuff going on, and then they were like, the end.
Yeah,
Like when he in the hospital after he had burned his he didn't burn, after Pepsi burned that man's head.
Did
when he was in the hospital and he was like, I'm so sleepy, these pain pills or this pain medicine, and then he just kind of like trails off. That's obviously foreshadowing his death. But if you're not paying attention, you don't know that.
Right.
You didn't clock that.
Right.
And they only had like a few moments where they even foreshadowed something that happened. Most things they just jumped around,
Mm-hmm.
didn't foreshadow anything, and it may be in the director's cut because apparently half the movie was cut.
Girl. Mm-mm-mm.
Like Diana and Janet didn't didn't make it into the film.
No.
They opted out.
Janet said no.
Diana did too,
Diana said after seeing her scene, she was like, "No, thank you."
which is for the best, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But
Shout out to
it's just
Cat Graham and everything. I hope you got your money.
like prayers, girl,
Prayers.
because the Vampire Diaries are well over.
Yeah. I didn't watch it.
Me either.
It just
I'm black.
like that as well.
Black to a certain degree, because I know black people watched it, but
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
I'm black plus.
Please.
Black like that. Fluorescent baby. But yeah, it just we saw him as a child,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden he was 21.
Yeah, so it changed like after they did like they get signed. Susan DePass sees them.
Shout out to Laura Harrier who
Yeah,
played Suzanne. She was there,
she was
and she
there.
was light skinned and she had long hair.
Mm-hmm. She looked great.
You know.
So she saw them like on stage coming after Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Now let me tell you something. When we got to the scene with Gladys, they were at the Apollo, I believe, or something.
Oh, that's where that was?
I think it was, but I'm not 100%. It gave Apollo.
It looked Apollo-ish, but I just figured it was just
I don't know.
a theater.
It was either the Apollo or somewhere in Chicago, child. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a young lady with a asymmetrical bob situation.
Yeah.
And at first they were like, she was singing, but they weren't showing her face. And I was like, oh, this is good.
Yeah, they had the camera way back.
Right, they had the camera back and they had her face angled where we're not seeing her. And I'm like, oh, this is how we should do it. Like, you should allude to the artist and make sure we know this is the artist, but we don't have to show their face because
right.
Don't nobody look like Gladys Knight, not even Shanga.
Please.
Shanga, when I see you, there's nothing that's gonna stop me from beating up Gladys Knight's son.
Please.
For what he did to Gladys and Ron's chicken and waffles.
Please.
There's nothing on this earth. That food was so good.
I'm sure.
Rest in peace.
Kind of jealous I can't taste
You should be.
A little bit.
Atlanta lost a real one that day. Anyway, I really was like, this is wonderful. We've got the camera back. We've got the angles where we don't see her, but we know it is her. And then they showed this lady.
Yeah.
Whoever that was.
Bless her.
And then Gladys Knight has a specific singing and speaking voice.
Correct.
They had this woman just like, next we have the Jackson 5. They're so handsome. Yay. And it's like, that ain't what Gladys Knight sound like.
Like at all.
The singing voice was passable. Like I would have allowed it.
That's all right.
But to show her face and do this speaking voice, no.
Her name is Liv Simone.
Liv, love you down, girl. So glad you got this role. Praise God. I hope it, shoot you into the stratosphere. I hope your name rings bells, ding ding. I hated the direction that they took it with showing your face. Like, and it's no shade to your face. I'm not saying you're ugly or anything like that. I'm just saying it took us out of the illusion. Because when we heard the voice, we saw Gladys Knight's face in our heads.
Correct.
Those of us that have that ability. Some people don't have, like...
I don't understand.
I don't get it either, but
those of us... What do you see?
Beats me.
Because I heard that... Not heard, like, read that people see, like, either nothing, they'll see, like, a picture of the object, or, like a 2D version of the object, or they'll see like the actual object. And I'm just like, how? I don't understand how you see nothing.
That doesn't, because I
see everything.
Everything. I'm on Abilify
like,
because I see so much.
Like, hello?
Like, diva.
Is that not normal?
Apparently not the way I got it, because they said we have to stop this at once. But you're showing us this illusion, and I'm harping on this, but it's just because we pictured in our minds who this was, what was going on, and then you
Did.
showed us this lady, and it took us out of it.
Did.
And that was like one of the early indications that this movie was just,
Yeah.
it was just something they put together.
Yeah.
Cause why?
It's
It was not a good movie. It was a nice afternoon out.
yeah.
The acting, as I said, was good. Nobody's acting really like
Yeah.
took me out of it or anything,
Not at
except
all.
for Gladys randomly being shown.
But once this is bad.
It is. Go ahead.
Once so like after they get signed to Motown, great. Lawrence Tate is Barry Gordy, great.
Oh, they did bury a service.
They listen.
A
You hear me?
service.
They did. They did.
A great service.
A great service with Lawrence Tate. A great service.
Cause my God.
Woo. But after they get signed to Motown, they're doing like a concert like at a amusement park. I guess that was.
Yeah.
Like a pop-up carnival.
Some child.
And then
Sideshow attraction.
Something like that. And then they switch it to like
10 years later.
Yeah. And
or,
him like
or more.
Yeah. And him just like looking out the window or something.
Yeah.
And so we see him for the first time and I was like, is this CGI? It just looked very it was jarring at first.
They did implement CGI in the movie. And I was very pressed about that.
How did they implement CGI?
Thank you for asking, Diva. There was a monkey. There was suddenly a chimpanzee that Michael Jackson ordered.
He woke everybody up out the bed.
Everyone come.
On what I assumed was like a lazy day for everybody because everybody was mad that they woke up, which same.
Please.
And he's like, hey, he said, just you guys wait, I have a surprise. And he's so happy. And then here comes the Bubbles.
Like, this man.
Bless Bubbles hard.
This Caucasian American man gets off of a truck and opens the back of it, and we see a diaper.
A diaper.
And some hairy legs.
Yes.
And foot hands.
Yes.
And I'm like, monkey.
And everybody's just like, hey, what?
I didn't realize.
They have a llama. They have a giraffe.
A giraffe. That was so tea.
That was just like.
You think we could get a giraffe?
At this current economic level, we cannot.
We got trees. Like, they eat leaves.
And that's great. But we cannot.
You play so much. Anyway,
we don't have the space in the yard for them.
Yes, we do. Giraffes don't take up that. They're tall, not wide.
And that's great for them. But no.
You a hater.
Because if there's like a tornado warning or watch, what we gonna do with the giraffe?
The giraffe will tell us because it'd be like, up here, there's a tornado. Y'all need to get low.
And it's not gonna do nothing. It's gonna get swept up.
Well, it'll be caught up to meet him.
No.
It's tornadoes at the zoo. I mean, giraffes at the zoo. What they do with them?
I'm sure they have like protocol in place.
We can squeeze the giraffe in here. Like,
we cannot do that. We can't. No.
The way you hate me.
No, I don't.
From the inside out is crazy.
I don't hate
you. Back to this monkey. Because I think this was when I had run to the restroom or something. Like, that was a moment where I was just like, I gotta pee. I'm not. Yeah. I'm bored. Whatever.
It was when he got his.
When he got his nose job. Yeah.
The first one.
Because I missed the second one, I guess.
It's because they showed him like randomly one day with like a bandage or something like over his nose to like allude that he got another one.
Why are you alluding to something in a biopic?
Hey.
Not you.
I didn't make it. I wouldn't have made it.
But back to this monkey.
Yeah.
I did not realize he still lived at home when he got Bubbles.
Right. Okay.
That's the only thing I learned in the whole movie was that Michael Jackson lived at home that long. So long.
And like I don't feel bad. Not that I live at home anymore. But like I'm just like, hey, yeah. He probably had his own wing.
Of course.
And just like You can come and go as you please. I mean,
He
that's cool.
he just wanted to hang out with his mama for real.
And with his mom, and then when he went to the toy store and got Twister and was like, "Hey, brothers, do y'all want to play Twister?" And they were like, "No, we don't want to play Twister." That was so sad because he just wanted to play Twister with his brothers. But they were, going out on dates and being with their wives and stuff. And he was just like, I'll play with Bubbles. So sad.
I'm so sorry that affected you in that way.
It did because I was like, wow, he was like really like alone, but
He
also
was
lonely.
genuinely so lonely. The
like his whole life.
Twister didn't affect me that bad because Michael, can we play Atari? Why we play a Twister?
I mean, he did. He said that he played, video games and stuff, but he just wanted to play with his brothers.
And I understand, and like I said, that's the only thing that really shook me up in the movie was
real bad
seeing little Michael be so lonely.
Yeah.
Because we both were very lonely kids.
Yeah.
So that hit me
right in the ticker.
Like I didn't cry,
not at all.
But I definitely got I had to take some deep breaths.
Aww.
Because it was like I actually could go ahead and do some crying, but I think this movie gonna be bad, so I'm gonna save it.
Save your tears.
Save your tears for
even like
another day.
Even when him and his mama were like in the kitchen, as they always were. I think they were like eating ice cream or something. And she was like, well, why don't you like play? I think he was saying something about like getting the llama. This was before they got the llama.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, we cannot get a llama. Like, very like black mother, we not getting no llama. Why don't you like make some friends at school or like, make some friends your own age? And he was like, they don't see me as a person. They don't treat me as a person. They only want like autographs and like to look at me. And I was like,
that's so that.
And this was like little Michael. This is like when he's like 10.
Right.
Oh my God.
That's heartbreaking for real.
Heartbreaking. To like understand that and at that age.
Because I've always felt like that about Michael, but seeing it play out.
Right.
That, yeah. And the little boy, like, he really conveyed those emotions.
He did.
And when he was getting beat, because of course we had to see him get a whooping.
Twice.
Mind you.
Mount.
I don't think that the whoopings they showed were any comparison to the whoopings they got.
Absolutely not.
And I'm like, again, if we're going to tell a story, a true one.
True.
Get down. Like, tell the real.
And like, all shade, but Joe is dead now. So y'all can tell the truth.
Dead and gone.
Gone.
Like, and even if he wasn't dead, these people are grown. He not finna go whoop them now.
Right.
Because Catherine finally...
After...
This is... And I said this prior to this movie coming out. I've said this for years. Katherine Jackson and Evelyn Braxton. Two of the worst music mothers when it comes to protecting their children.
Because why? Your child is getting beat. Beat. Mm-hmm. And the child runs into the bathroom and locks the door. And you're like, Michael?
It's mother.
It's mother. Michael,
and then just walks away.
Like, hello?
Are you kidding? First of all, it would be, Michael, hold on. I'm finna come right back. I gotta kill your daddy right quick.
Exactly.
I'll be right back with you. Don't play with me.
No.
And don't play with my spawn.
No.
Be
for real.
So very for real.
And then waiting until he's like
20-something
while you trying on your new suit with LaToya and being like, no, you're not gonna hit him. You
now
can't
she
do
was
that no more.
In that suit.
She was.
Nia Long's so fine. My God,
she is. She really is.
and has
a generational beauty.
And getting finer
every day.
Some more. I'm sorry, Diva.
I forget they're related.
You gotta ask the Lord for some more because.
Please.
Cause your sister ate you up real bad. No, Samora's fine too.
She is.
She is very pretty.
She is.
But Nia Long, my God.
My God. Like every time I would be like, Nia Long, why are you speaking like, oh, you
Oh yeah,
Catherine?
you're Katherine
My bad.
Jackson. That's
This is why you're
unfortunate.
so like docile. Okay.
Cause like I know Neil Long got kids. I know she would
Dude, never.
never let that basketball coach play with them boys.
Okay. Because once he cheated, she was hopped the plane, went over to California
As she
from
should.
Boston. Like
From where?
Boston.
From Boston.
Boston.
Boston. From from Boston.
Boston. I can't help it.
That's okay, Diva.
It's from.
You're not Southern.
I'm not. I'm a
Cause if it
northerner.
was me, it would be Boston. But hey,
Boston.
Boston,
Boston.
Boston, and Boston.
Boston and Boston. But yeah, I know he just. I think he lost his job too. Like I don't feel
Good,
bad for him.
good.
Like cheating on Nia Long with somebody you work with and a white woman
Well,
when
that's
you
the
have
problem.
Nia Long in your bed.
That's the problem. If you want a white woman, Nia Long will never do.
Never.
But she'll do for a lot of other people.
Hello.
Hello.
The great majority.
Oh, almost everyone.
Almost. But I digress. Um. But yeah, that's when she was like, "Hey, you're not gonna be him just because he fired you. Like, whatever."
Fired him by facts. That's so tea.
Because okay, so he goes to the law offices of I don't know Marquis Salamone and Morelli, and there's like a bunch of lawyers around the table, and Miles Teller, I don't know what his character's name is. I think it's like Becker or something. I don't know.
Close enough.
Thank you. He like says something that's like contrary to what all these lawyers are saying.
Right.
And Michael's like, "Oh my god, like who are you?" He's like, "Oh, I'm whatever, whatever." And Michael's like, "Oh my god, like you did like the Beach Boys and all them white people of the 80s. Like I love them."
Neil Diamond.
There we go.
Neil.
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael's like, "Yeah, that's my guy. Like you got to make sure that's my guy." And then he clears out the room and he's like, "Hey, your first job is to fire my daddy. And I need you to do it like quickly.
Like
as fast
ASAP.
as you can."
Like today.
And he's
right
like, "Oh, okay. I guess. This is what I signed up for? All
yes,
right."
And
so he faxes Joe Jackson. And it's like, "Your services are no longer needed. Sorry."
XO Gossip Girl.
Basically.
like get from here. Love you.
Like, oh.
Mind you, Michael still lives in the house.
Still in the same house. Still in the same house.
Him and Bubbles and Giraffe.
And Giraffe and Llama.
And Llama. Everybody just at the house
Ben?
together.
Oh, wait, no. Ben probably died.
Ben did pass away. They did show us Ben vaguely, but they didn't.
They didn't say Ben. But
they didn't go into that either. Mind you, I know you haven't seen Jackson the American Dream. But in every other Michael Jackson type beat, Ben was just a rat that they found at the house.
Huh.
And Gary.
Oh.
And in this movie, Ben was a pet rat.
Yeah.
That they had when they had already moved to LA.
Yeah.
Or to
Encino.
Yeah. So I would like to know the truth about Ben. Ben,
yeah.
If you're listening, if you're out there,
beyond.
If you don't mind, just come into me in a dream. Don't be weird.
Don't be weird now.
No, like, don't crawl across my body or something while I'm asleep. Just come as like a Chuck E. Cheese type beat.
Please.
You know, just sit with me. Let's have tea.
No, let's have tea.
You know, something. And just tell me what's going on here. Because everything I've ever heard about Ben was that they found him in the house and then the daddy set a trap and killed him.
Please. That probably did happen.
Most likely. But then in this movie, which is supposed to be the official...
Right.
I mean, the American Dream was as well, but they had Ben like just as a pet rat.
Yeah.
Because I was looking, and of course Ben was a massive rat. And I was like, nah, I know they ain't had that rat in this nice house.
They did.
And no, I mean like I was saying like I don't know. I know they didn't find the rat just squeaking around in there.
Right.
That was a Gary type beat.
Maybe they moved with it. Probably not.
Imagine I'm taking this rat we found.
Yeah.
In the cupboard with me. Thank you. EXO Michael.
And I'm gonna lay on my bed and read to it
I
all the time
mean,
because that's my friend.
if you were Michael Jackson's rat, would you not listen to the stories?
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
I'm getting paid to do nothing. Paid by what? Cheese.
oh,
But
okay,
getting paid
jeez.
nonetheless. Yeah.
What, like cheddar, Gouda,
I
Swiss?
feel like he would have a sophisticated palate.
Mm.
Maybe Gruyere.
Oh, Gruyere.
Maybe like a nice mozzarella fresh.
Yes, of course, of
Mm-hmm.
course.
Mm-hmm. Maybe like on a cookout or something. Maybe he'll like an American cheese.
I think he would probably be above American.
Uh,
White American.
please. I love white American cheese.
Down.
Like yellow is like fine.
It's cool.
It'll do. Like,
it's fine, whatever.
But white, when I have a choice, white.
On a piece of bread, grilled.
Okay.
Okay.
You hear me?
I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Listening.
My
name is Dr. Fraser Crane, and I'm listening.
But yeah, I just R.I.P. Ben.
R.I.P.
And then he had a snake as well.
He did, a python.
Yeah. And left the snake in the room with LaToya and was like, hey, be careful, he's hungry. Hello? What you mean?
Michael was always playing, and that's so me.
Hello? What you mean he's hungry? I'm leaving the room with you.
He probably ate Ben, God bless.
Probably did. Dang.
Hate to see it. Anything else? Like,
I do shout out to his bodyguard that was always with him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what color he was, man.
Please. He definitely either has a white mama, no shade.
Please.
Or is just real yellow.
It gave that's my cousin.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, we grew up together, like
just,
Yeah.
Let's see. His name is Kylan Darrell Jones.
Oh, that's a colored.
I was gonna say, oh, okay.
You had me at Kylan, but you really had me at Darrell.
Because it's Kei capital Lyn.
Oh, baby, that's probably Kaylin.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I remember him.
You do.
He was on How to Die Alone, which was Natasha Rothwell? Yeah. Rothwell show on Hulu. It was really, really good. And they canceled it after one season.
Well, I thought you was going to say Natasha Bedingfield.
No, not that pocket full of sunshine.
I was like, oh my God, the big booty diva has some.
Please, because my God.
It's back there.
It's back there. She has it.
My Lord.
That's the pocket full of sunshine.
It is.
All back there.
And it's all hers.
It is.
Whoa, whoa. But yeah, the bodyguard was T.
He was T. Like, he was always like, at first I thought, because Joe hired him, so I thought he was gonna be like a spy.
An op.
Yeah, like something of that sort. But he was not.
Cool. He was just a cool dude. Like,
he was like, I work for Michael. Like, period. That's it. Like, talked about his daddy and was just like there whenever Michael needed a break.
He knew where his bread was buttered.
Did.
Like, yes, Joe hired him, but Michael was paying him.
Okay, Michael was paying for everybody.
Like, if Joe was paying him, it was coming out of Michael's pocket.
Correct.
So.
Correct. Even at the end, when Michael's like, yeah, this is our final tour. Love y'all. Mwah. And it goes backstage, and Joe is like, what do you mean it's your final tour? And because he said to like everybody in the green room, like, oh, we taking this international, we going everywhere, yada yada yada. And the background is the bodyguard, like, just being like, oh my God, like, this dude, I can't believe him. And when Michael walks away from Joe, and Joe tries to go after him, the bodyguard is like, hey man, stop. He's done.
Get some help.
Basically. I was like, yeah, you're doing your job well.
Like, period. Leave this man alone. He is a grown man. You've been punking him since he was born.
Listen, since he was bullied him into doing the tour and the Pepsi commercial.
Where he lost his hair. And that's another thing. I told you about this right after the movie. Like, this really irked me. Mm-hmm. The Pepsi thing is what exacerbated this man's entire
Mhm.
health history. Everything that was wrong with him,
Mhm.
it got amplified by the Pepsi thing.
Mhm. Mhm.
So for people who don't know, he was burned like severely
Severely,
by a
yes.
pyrotechnic accident during the filming of a Pepsi commercial. That burn then exacerbated his lupus
Which I
that
didn't
they
know.
did not mention.
They did not mention lupus
You
at
didn't
all.
know it because they didn't say it.
Yeah.
That burn exacerbated his lupus. The lupus exacerbated his vitiligo.
Mhm.
The lupus also exacerbated the decaying of his nose.
Mm.
So he had to keep getting corrective nose jobs because the lupus was eating his nose. It wasn't the
Jesus.
nose jobs that were tearing his nose up, it was the lupus.
Mm.
Like everything that was wrong with him, the chronic pain and all of that, he had to get steroid shots in his scalp.
Jesus.
He had to have like corrective scar surgery type things that were extremely painful in his scalp,
Mm.
on his head. He
Mm.
had to wear hair pieces. You know, he didn't want to do that.
No, he even said like in the movie, he was like, "Will I have to wear a wig?"
Right.
Like,
Like the hair never grew back. It was very thick scar tissue.
oh,
It was all bad.
all bad.
And the only thing they gave us, they showed us the burn,
Mhm.
and then they gave us very faint hints of the butterfly rash that people with lupus often get across their face.
Mhm.
The little red cheek
Yeah.
situation. They showed us that, but they didn't tell us what it was.
Not at all.
So people think, oh, he got on blush.
Mhm.
This man had lupus severely to
Yeah.
where it was tearing up his body.
Mm.
Ain't nobody said nothing about it. That irked me so bad.
Yeah, they didn't mention it at all.
Because you didn't clear up anything about this man.
Mm-mm. Like
Because
literally nothing.
everybody thinking, oh, he's getting all these nose jobs because he wants a white people nose. He's
Mhm.
bleaching his skin because he wants to look white.
No.
No, the lupus was doing that. And the lupus was doing that because the Pepsi burn
Mhm.
set that all in motion. And they showed the burn, but didn't show the results of the burn.
Yeah, they did not.
They just mentioned, oh, this pain medicine,
Mhm.
which eventually killed him, but they didn't mention that because they didn't go past 1982. Like,
Right. Like they literally stopped at bad.
that's what irked me the
Mhm.
most about the movie. Because what was the point of this? We sat here for 2 hours and 7 minutes,
Did.
plus trailers,
Mhm.
for you
Which
to
some of
tell
the movies
me
look good.
they did look pretty good.
Mhm.
Especially, we're going to see The Devil Wears Prada.
Absolutely.
Like,
Ugh.
of course.
Anne Hathaway. My God.
That's Meryl Streep.
Meryl.
Two of my
Emily
divas.
Blunt.
Emily Marijuana herself.
And the Stanley Tucci.
Stanley,
Love Stanley. And
the
then
non-homosexual of a
which
lifetime.
because what do you mean?
Wife.
What do you mean you're not gay?
Wife of many years.
What does that mean?
It means
Like you have all the parts.
It means,
What's going on?
it means he's straight, girl. I don't know.
Like it doesn't. Him, Natasha Lyonne. I don't understand.
Now, Natasha. Why I call her Latasha? Natasha. Hey, come close to the screen, Natasha. You is gay.
Like so bad.
You is real gay, like real for real. I've never seen you play a heterosexual, like, and you shouldn't because you're not one.
You're not. I'm so
Why?
sorry.
Why do you pretend to be straight?
Why? You don't have to pretend. It's
We would
accepted.
accept you as you are because we already do.
Right. It's fine.
But back to the movie.
Yeah.
It just that annoyed me the most because even if we didn't want to address the allegations of, sexual yada blah blah blah, at least address his health.
At least.
If you're going to show the thing that started it all, or that made it all worse,
Yeah.
then show what happened, or at least mention it something.
Right.
Because we show him, quote unquote, healed from the burn, so we can make mention of some of the things that started happening. Because they didn't really mention vitiligo at all. They just showed little. Oh well, you said.
Yeah, you were in the bathroom when he was going for his first nose job. The lady was like, well, the nurse, she was like, hey, are you on any medications? He was like, oh, no, I'm not on medications. And then he was like, actually, like, I use this cream for my vitiligo. But it seems to be evening out my skin tone. And then he shows like, his arm where you can see like the discoloration.
Right.
But that was like the only time. And then you would see him like periodically powdering his face because the vitiligo had gotten, spread.
Right. And there was one scene when he was in the pool where if you were paying attention,
Yeah.
you would see that he had some discoloration on his arms.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like one of the most known things, or one of the things he told everyone.
Right.
Because people act like they didn't know, even though he said it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the most known things about him, and they barely touched on it.
Yeah.
And they didn't touch on how it affected his self-esteem.
Nothing.
They just was like, oh yeah, I take this cream.
And that was it.
Like,
yeah.
If you're going to go through great lengths and do such a great job of showing us how lonely he was,
Mm-hmm.
let's take that to the next level and show us the pain he experienced as far as physical and emotional when it comes to his health. Like, that didn't make no sense to me.
It didn't.
This is why I say the movie was bad.
It was okay. I also learned in this movie how much writing he did, because I'm not gonna lie, I thought Quincy was just like, you know, writing hits all the time. And then maybe, Michael putting in like a couple words or whatever.
Michael throwing in a
right, like an appropriate hee hee. But or one of them.
Jamone.
Right. But you see him creating the Thriller album.
Yeah.
Like writing how he like had scraps of paper, and he had a studio like right outside his room. And how he was like really, really dedicated. And he was like, hey, I'm gonna do this album, and I also am gonna have visuals for all the songs. And also, I'm not doing no interviews. And that's it.
And he was real for that.
He was real. And everybody else was like, hey, you gotta do something. He was like, no, I just need a hit. That's all I need. It's just one hit song and it'll be fine.
And it was.
And it was. Like, because he knew he's Michael. Like.
But that's the thing, too, because, and I'm not saying this to, like, jump on you, but people often don't research their favorite artists in the way that I do. I don't want to sound pompous, but I go deeper.
You do.
So I knew he was a writer because when he was found dead, they found pillowcases in his room with lyrics on it. This man was writing on the walls, like music was coming out of him.
Bless.
Like it was always happening. He did that interview with Oprah where he was beatboxing and showing his process of how he creates music. So I knew that, but like you, there are many people who did not know that.
Right.
And of course it showed a little bit of that process, but again, pillowcases. Yeah. This man's waking up out of his sleep and writing on his pillow what is inspired.
Like he wasn't a normal person, but
no, like, you're right though.
He wasn't a normal person.
As somebody who lives and breathes, and I say I am music.
You are.
I'm still nowhere where Michael Jackson was. Like, I don't even touch that. I don't even come close to that level, and I'm still so musically entrenched. Everything about me is music. I'm always hearing music. I was just telling you a minute ago how I did a mashup in my brain just out of nowhere of Give Me That by Chris Brown and Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Madonna. Like, everything is always, there's always a song in my head. Always. Like, there's always something musical happening in my body. And it still ain't even close to what Michael had going on.
My God.
And they didn't show how amplified he is as a musician, or was, I should say. Right. But, I mean, he's timeless. And it just...
Like, they kind of... Go ahead.
It just... them sticky notes ain't enough. Yeah. Because sticky notes... Anybody can do, index cards and sticky notes. Show me him waking up out of his sleep and writing on his pillow, because that's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's something that people don't do. Sticky notes and index cards. Yeah, people have that all over. Waking up out of your sleep and writing on your walls, on your pillows, on your pants, stuff like that.
That's crazy.
That don't make no sense.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
But that's who he was as a music artist, and that's why he was Michael Jackson.
Right.
And it just, the only thing they showed us was these index cards on the wall and that he couldn't keep his feet still when he was singing.
That when he was a little boy, that was so cute.
That was very
That
precious.
was so cute.
But like,
and then when he got in the booth, I'm sorry, when he got in the booth with Quincy Jones. Shout out to Kendrick Sampson.
Because that was Quincy Jones.
He was Quincy Jones. Like, he was Quincy.
Sounded and looked just like Quincy Jones.
Did. Quincy was like, "Hey, you gotta like stop moving in the booth," and Mike was like, "Okay," and then obviously like moved. But that was like really cute how he did it, you know, when he was young, and then, you know, as a young adult.
Because that if and I'm not saying people are dumb, but if the movie would have done a better job, that would have been such a unique connection to how his body was music, how Michael Jackson was music. It came out of him in that way. Instead of just being like, oh, he just moves his feet a lot. You have to do the storytelling. You have to make sure the audience can read that this man is breathing music. This man is music. Yeah. In a way that nobody else is. Unless you know, talk about the angels or something like. Please. Like, and it's the same thing. Well, not the same. It's not even close to the same, but it's similar with Beyonce. Yeah. Where you can see her at a basketball game and she rocking back and forth and you know she's making something in her head. Absolutely. It's that same thing where everything is always music, always, all the time. That I want them to show. Yeah. We don't like Michael Jackson just because he's Michael Jackson. We like Michael Jackson because he made music that was timeless and incredible. Yeah, and very creative. Like stuff nobody has ever done. Right. Like seeing the riots on TV and then being like, hey, let me get the gangs together. Let me like make this song and get the gangs together. And put them in the video. Together as one. Like hello? People weren't doing that. People aren't doing that today. They're not. Like, or like not creatively, but like directing the director and being like, hey, this camera, it needs to be brought out more because you need to see my feet. Right. Like, just great. Because he knew what he wanted. He knew what he had a vision. Yeah. Like, he always had a vision. Always. He's like, yeah. People are not going to understand, or somebody might, but a lot of people aren't going to understand when I say this is Missy Elliott to me. Yes. Missy Elliott has that similar, I'm never going to say the same, nobody is Michael Jackson. Right. But has that similar everything that comes out of her. Yeah. It's so creative. So inspirational. Like we've never seen this before. Never. Like and ever. You're not going to see it again. Never. It's never going to be that intricate, that unique. Like, never again. If you see it again, it's because Missy already did it. And it's just like stuff that she did in 1982 when she was a kid. Like, that is now becoming popular. Like, right. I love Melissa Elliott so bad. So bad. Like, can't nobody tell me nothing about Missy. No, can't nobody tell me nothing about Michael. Can't nobody tell me nothing about Beyonce. Literally nothing. Nothing. And can't nobody tell me nothing about a Clark sister. Can't. Nothing. You hear me? I hear you. Can't. I'm listening right to you. And can't nobody tell me nothing about me. That's very true. And I mean nothing. Nothing. You can try. It won't work. It won't. No. No weapon formed against me. Even my own weapon. Because I be like, sometimes I have a negative thought about myself and be like, girl, are you nuts? Be so for real. Yeah. Do you know who you are? Right. And I do. You're you. The diva. There's a Nicki Minaj line for everything. There is. Where she says, B word, I'm me. Because I already said the F word. So let me just, everybody calm down. My mama might be here. Like, whoa. Anything else though? Not really. Trying to think, was there anything else like in the movie? I did like I liked how they showed him like going into hospitals, seeing the children. Yeah. Even when he was in the burn ward, like he was visiting the children in the burn ward. And then was like, hey, how much is Pepsi paying us? And the dude was like, oh, you know, it's going to be 7 figures. Yeah, 7 figures. He was like, okay, like donate it to the burn unit and like make sure all the kids are like good.
and I need to do more. I thought that was really sweet. And like
It
when he went into
was.
the toy store, he went to the toy store, and this mom and her kid walked up and was like, "Oh my God, that's Michael Jackson." And the kid was like, "Huh?" And Michael turns around and was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And the mom was like, "Hey, can you sign this for my son?" He's like, "What's your son's name?" She was like, "Paul Lean."
Yeah. And he was like, "My name is Max."
Like, "Mom, please."
Yeah,
That
would have.
that was
I'm not gonna
hilarious.
say that would have been me. I would have been like, "Can you sign this for me?"
Right, like my
Like,
child knows nothing of you just yet.
please.
Like I'm the one that listens.
I've
To
been
you.
here.
I buy the
since-
records.
I've been here since I want you back. This boy was just burned Tuesday.
Oh God.
Like, yeah, it was. It's a fun movie to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to say I saw it, but
Mm-hmm.
it was so much left to be desired that I can't call it a good movie.
Because stopping at, and not even like really stopping at bad, because they stopped at the tour with the last tour, and then they kind of just were like, okay, when he said, after this, like I'm done, with my brothers, whatever.
They did like a mini time jump to a few years, what looked like a few years later, because his skin was a little bit lighter, his hair was a little bit different, and then it went off.
Yeah,
and it's like, what
like they showed him playing in London, performing Bad, like the whole song,
right,
and then being like done.
And it was like, why?
What
was this about? Like, hello? What are we here for?
Why
did we jump ahead if not just to play bad?
Like, right. Like, I don't know.
I don't know,
man.
Like, one thing I can say, I'm very proud of Prince Michael Jackson the first for being an executive producer on this. Like, good job, young man. Good job. You put something out that it's gonna last.
Absolutely.
Just because I didn't care for it doesn't mean it's not gonna last. So
no, a lot of people.
Yeah, he ate with that.
He did.
It's me saying, young man, like this man not my age.
He is.
Yeah, he was born, I think, in '94 with me.
Huh.
We think he's a child because we always.
I'm
saw
thinking
them as
all the kids are born like after 2000.
No, only Blanket. I think Prince and Paris were both 90s, like 94 and 96, something like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're grown.
Oh, they're like grown.
Big and.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, I think me and Prince are, or Prince Senior, because Blanket is Prince Michael Jackson Jr.
Which, all right. All right.
You think I wouldn't do that?
I know you would.
Exactly.
I know you would.
Princess September.
No.
The first, and Princess September 2 through 8 or whatever.
No. 2 through 8 is crazy.
Yeah, let me just.
Can you not?
Let me relax.
Relax, please. Please.
But no, yeah, they're my age.
Huh. You learn something new every day.
You do. We could have learned it better if it were, a part of the movie.
It would be nice.
But
hey,
when the family is too involved, nothing gets told.
Yeah.
And when the family is not involved, lies get told. So
right.
It's just
too much.
If it's not What's Love Got to Do with It,
truly,
I'm taking it as a grain of salt. Like,
yeah.
There are a few biopics where the artist was a part of it and was candid, fully, truly candid.
Like Ray, I think he was involved. I mean, obviously, like in the early,
he was there.
And Get On Up with James Brown, I believe he was involved like a little bit.
I don't think James Brown was living.
I think like in the beginning, like pre-production, I think he was involved.
I'll have to do some research.
Because
Get On Up, that's a good movie.
That movie? Chadwick. Why you gone?
Chadwick, get on up.
Get on up.
Get from that grave.
What
How
do
dare
you mean?
you?
What do you mean?
To come and give us so many good.
Like back to back.
And then die.
And just had the nerve to die.
Like,
from cancer.
got me worried about Coleman Domingo giving us good movies back to
You
back.
hear
You
me?
better live.
He better live.
I mean, live.
Live to the fullest, but live
At least long
long.
enough to get to the gala, because I know he finna eat.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
I
can't
can't
wait for
wait.
the gala. I
It's
love
gonna be
that
good.
gala
It's
so
gonna be
bad.
real good.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be right back down to the YouTube. I was on the move. YouTube. Anywho, anything else, Diva?
I think that's it.
Period.
I hope, that Michael Jackson is up in heaven having a great old time and just, you know, living his life like it's golden.
Michael Jackson is up there teaching Jesus how to moonwalk.
Can you imagine?
On water.
On water.
He's like, Jesus, can you teach me how to walk on water? And Jesus is like, yeah, can you teach me how to moonwalk on water?
Please.
Yes, Jesus, I certainly can. And then they do.
Oh, God.
And Peter is there. Ain't Peter the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter's there.
Peter's there.
But he got distracted and he nearly drowned.
Yeah. And then just was like, hey, you were supposed to be looking at me.
Like,
thinking of me. Focusing on me. But you thought about yourself.
Saw Jonah go by on the well and got distracted. And now look at you, sinking. Well, we got to get these foot masks off, so
we do. It's been over an hour.
Yeah. So, anywho, if that's all from you, Diva.
Yeah, all hearts and minds are clear.
Well, praise God. Did you want to plug your Twitter or anything? You can say no.
No, I don't need nobody to really find me.
That's so real.
I have, the job that I have is nice.
Correct.
I'd like to keep that, and I don't want them to find me or what I say on the internet. Not that it's bad.
I was gonna say, you ain't saying nothing, but you're right.
Okay, in my early Twitter days, reckless. But then again, I was 16, so.
Your version of reckless and anybody else's
is different.
Very.
I was reckless.
You probably were like, I only like Heinz ketchup, not Hunt's.
I mean, that's true. That's very true. Because Hunt's, yuck. Very true. But no, I was not kind.
Oh, I'm not kind in general. So
I was not kind.
Well.
And so, okay. I was in freshman orientation in college for the School of Business. Yeah. And so before that, the summer of, people who were going to the school, I almost said the school, people who went to the school would,
if you say it, I'll just go back and bleep it.
That's cool.
But try not to say it because I don't feel like editing.
I'll self-bleep. So people who went to the school were following each other on Twitter, on Facebook. That was, when Facebook was big-ish.
Diva, I got news for you.
Yes.
Just because you're not on there.
I'm not.
Because Diva,
at all.
Huge.
I'm sure.
Doing number. Records.
I'm sure. They don't need my account. It's fine. But people were following each other and trying to find friends or whatever before school started. And so I tweeted about, I said, yuck, this man, he got his leg on my leg, yuck, or something to that effect. Turns out he followed me.
Ooh.
And he looked at me and just gave me a stare, and I had saw that he had followed me, and I was like, oh.
But did he move his leg?
No.
So what?
No. I kind of just looked at him and I was like, oh, and I shifted in my seat a little bit so I wouldn't touch him.
Then I would have kept tweeting and been and he didn't even move his leg. He had the nerve to stare at me, didn't move the leg, nothing.
No. Well, I mean, mind you, everybody was irritated because they made us wear suits. Well, full suits and stockings.
There's nothing in the world. There's no school.
In the heat.
There's no school on God's earth that
80
would make
degrees.
me wear stockings. I wore stockings up until my graduating day. That's it. Graduating high school day.
God bless.
That's it. I've never worn another pair. And I'm not.
I refuse.
College would have never made me wear no damn stockings.
And I had
I'd cut
to.
off my legs before I wear some stockings.
Please.
I'm talking about off.
And I had to just this class, just like freshman year. It was so stupid. I'm so glad that's behind me now, because
I'm
my
an
God.
amputee. No.
Yeah.
I'm not putting on no stockings.
Stockings and heels.
And they was checking for
Yeah.
the stockings?
Yes. Like, if you did not have the right stockings, like the right color stockings, if your suit was too short, because the girls wore suit skirts.
Yeah.
Thank you. If it was too short, if the heels were too high, because they had to be at least like 2 or 3 inches, and so we would be walking across campus.
So you mean to tell me I have to wear the stockings and a kitten heel?
Mm-hmm. And a white collar shirt.
Do I look like Gladys LaBelle? Am I 78 years old?
But no, they were like, yeah, everybody has to be wearing like, and it only could be, you can only wear black suits and maybe navy, maybe on like a fun day or whatever.
Oh, fun! Woo!
Like, if you didn't have black, oh well, but it had to be black. You had to at least have one black suit, and that was just
no.
I have a picture of me in the suit. I'll send it to you. It's just,
what if I posted it,
girl?
I won't.
Thank you. No.
Or I will, but I'm gonna blur your face. I'm gonna put Michael Jackson's face over yours. So anyway,
yeah,
we must go.
We must.
Because I gotta refill my medicine.
Yeah, you have things to do.
And it's 11 o'clock. You gotta go to work.
I have work in the morning. And I have a lot of work tomorrow. I checked on Friday.
I do too, because I ain't worked on nothing this past like 3-4 days. So.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah. I've been battling my computer though. I'm just glad we got a recording today.
Girl.
But anyway, I think that's it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna scoot out of here. You can stay here if you want to, but I'm gone. I'm turning it off and everything. So.
No, I'm scooching as well.
Well, you want to say my outro?
No. Was it like, comment, subscribe?
And all the things the YouTubers say.
All the things that the YouTubers say. Because they do say that.
They do. All of them. And I just be like, why y'all say that? But I guess I say it too, but I'm going to say it because y'all say it, but not as a follower. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTubers say. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.